Hi. Uh, this is a rough draft of my novel, All Is New Black Rock, which I published on April 1st, April Fool's Day, I guess you'd say, of this year, 2016. But there's another version of it, also called the Black Rock Desert, which is not as sexual as this one. And since it'll probably be embarrassing, I'll probably do my own censoring as I am reading this novel. It's a novel inspired by Arthur C. Clarke, Philip K. Dick, and novel like TV show like Lost, The Waking Life, even some of The Shining. It's got some funny stuff in it. And it's basically all inspired from what I've experienced by reading the Koran and Hadith. Also the Bible and some other things. So, you might like it. The Black Rock Redemption by Rahman Ramsey. And I'll begin it. Yeah. Dedicated to all mothers, daughters, women, and girls of this planet who were hurt, mutilated, and killed by Islam. All This New Black Rock. Okay, this is a scene from All This New Black Rock, which comes later on in this story. The cyclist reached from behind and tossed the same Koran down in front of Rahman's face. Rahman is the star of this story. It was the same Koran Rahman had tossed down in front of the passenger seat of his SUV. I'm doing some correction. Sorry. Yeah. The Koran was now being desecrated with the desert clay because he tossed it down on the Black Rock Desert. Rahman said, I'm into Islam. I was into Islam, but I took LSD when I got stuck in this clay, thinking I'd never be rescued, and, well, certain things about Islam had created doubts in me, came rushing back with a vengeance. And, well, I'm not so much an atheist, but it's really hard for me to be a Muslim now. The cyclist then reached from behind again, pulled out Rahman's video camera, something like this, and turned it on. Rahman heard his voice on it saying, I'm Muhammad Abdullah Rahman. I have blown up your Reno casino with this bomb because it is the only way I and my fellow brothers in God can fight the evil oppression of Zionists who have not only invaded our land but continue to bomb our women and children daily, killing our innocents as they steal our oil like you Americans stole the land of the Native Americans. They continue to rape and murder our wives and oppress us at all levels, humiliating and showing disrespect to our beloved Prophet Muhammad. May Allah pray on him and give him blessing. Yeah. When you see the carnage that my wrath brings upon you, realize this, it is you, oh infidels, who have brought such suffering upon yourselves. God willing, when the bomb goes off, the entire hotel shall fall gloriously in the same fashion as your World Trade Center, which of course was brought down by your diabolical George Bush, Cheney, CIA, Mossad, and of course the Jews. And of course the Jews. The cyclist played it again, and again, placed it tight on Rahman's ear. Yeah, like this. Like that. on ear, as he to rub it in, as he heard his voice now shouting in his ear due to the cyclist pressing it hard down on his ear. Rahman began to whimper. He then said with desperation in his voice, I was only going to do this because I don't want to go to hell. Koran 9, 111, 38, 39 threatens all Muslims the horrible doom if we don't do these things. It's not the promise of 72 virgins. That's just a carrot. All it promises, it's the stick, and it's threatening of hellfire if we don't kill and be killed in Allah's cause. It's the threat of having our skin burned off and replaced daily in hellfire throughout eternity if we don't kill in Allah's cause. I mean, really, you think we want to have our smelly asses in the air 5 times a day for the rest of our waking lives looking like we want gay sex on prayer rugs? That's what it looks like, and they are smelly asses since we don't use warm water and we don't use soap and warm. We don't use warm soap and water to wash our ass. Muhammad makes no mention of using warm soap and water, but get this: to use an odd number of stones. No mention of toilet paper. No mention of water. No mention of soap at all. Stones, just stones. I kid you not. An odd number of friggin' stones. So if you only have 3 stones and you still have to wipe your ass, oh crap! Oh crap! So please, we do this to avoid hell. But believe me, I took LSD last night, and it really did expand my mind to the point where I really can't be a Muslim anymore. Islam is stupid. It's stupid and contradictory. I mean, the Quran says it confirms the before scriptures. That means the Quran says it's saying it confirms the Bible. Yet all Muslims believe the Bible is corrupted. This proves the Quran has to have been written by a mentally challenged moron who knew nothing about the Bible. This is proof that the Quran is stupid. And guess what? I never knew this until I took the LSD last night, but it really dawned on me that Quran 1094 is really friggin' stupid. I mean, Quran 1094 actually tells Muslims to go to those who have been reading, not reciting, but reading the before scriptures, the Bible. If we are in doubt about about the Quran, isn't that stupid? That's just crazy stupid. You think the scriptures that talk of abrogation, such as Quran 16:101 and 2:106, would have kicked in to abrogate something as insane as Quran 1094? Abrogate to warn us to not go to the Jews and Christians for their reading the Bible. I mean, you'd think Quran 1094 would have been changed and abrogated to have Allah say, don't go to those who have been reading the before scriptures. Stop, we beseech thee. Don't go to those who have been reading, for there is now no confirmation between it and the clear signs Quran. And if you do go to those who have been reading the corrupted Bible, you might learn that Isa, son of Mary, actually does make sense of all the sin offerings and blood atonement sacrifices described in our book given to Musa, the Torah. And worse, oh slave of us, you mightest learn that we have a son. A son! I mean, really, whoever you are, why wasn't Quran 1094 abrogated to say that instead of telling us to go to those who have been reading the corrupted book like all Muslims believe to be? So please, sir, you have got to believe me. I'm out of Islam. Trust me. The cyclist turned away from Rahman and just stood as if in deep thought. Rahman hoped that such a monologue from his YouTube nemesis Nal Nyezmar might have done the job and saved his life. The cyclist raised both hands while looking up into the sky and cried out with a loud, hoarse-sounding voice, Allahu Akbar! Realizing the cyclist was a Muslim and that he confessed to the cyclist that he was, quote, out of Islam, Rahman screamed and fainted with terror. Okay, these are the contents of this book. Introduction, yeah. Pork ribs, LSD girl, the mystery in the desert, the tower. Wrong time for ghost stories, clay prison, the 100th name of Allah, a glimmer of hope, to Takia or not Takia, Sacred Ground, Muslim Stand-Up, The Black Rock Redemption, The Flying Dutchman, The Muslims Are Due on Anvil Street, Let This Be My Last Cigarette, We Have One Who Can See, Shoes Made of Hair, It's a Good Day to Fry, DVD Revelation, Walking into the Twilight Zone, Smell the Sagebrush, The Other Side of the Moon, Target Shooting, Project Monsters Zero, Allah Ex Machina, and last, Midnight, The Shining Stars, and You. I think I better stop it here.